Hello, Janice. Today is Wednesday, November 16th, and yes, I'm wearing a Mardi Gras mask, a blanket as a cape, and holding Mr. Ducky. My mask is all messed up from being packed, and it doesn't like to hang straight on my face, so if you see it move, that's why. I wanted to apologize to you, and you only, for what happened on Facebook earlier. I probably shouldn't have gone off on Bricker via that status. I should have contacted him privately and gone off on him there. Because I feel he needed to be gone off on. I know what Brittany was saying about not taking people so seriously. I'll let you in on a secret. I wasn't taking him that seriously. I defriended Bricker on Facebook a long time ago for the comments like that. Because he does it all the time. He says stupid stuff like that all the time. Hell, I can remember a couple years ago when I was still friends with him on Facebook when I said something that was a completely serious statement and it was actually directed towards someone. It was my status, and he responded with one of those sarcastic, belittling statements that makes what you said not important anymore. And that's what made me defriend him. Because if he can't read anything and realize the significance or what they're saying or whether they're being serious or not, if he can't interpret comments like that, he's not smart enough to be my friend. You are voicing an honest frustration, and you should be allowed to voice said honest frustration even on Facebook. You should be allowed to say it without somebody being a sarcastic douche to you. Did I need to speak for you? No. Like I said, do I need to attack him on your thing about what he said to you? No, but it happened because I'm a very blunt bitch right now. I can't help it. It's like I've got truth serum searing through my veins. I cussed a guy out earlier for telling me that I needed to gain perspective on something that I have plenty perspective on, and I had already stated all that I've done, and he says that's not enough perspective when there's nothing else that can be done. Oh, he got a reaming. And also the guy that I was talking to originally on G+ via the thing that he had linked, see, the guy I told off, nobody knew. He got it through a friend of this person because it does a web and then you can comment on all of it, or you can go back to the original and comment on that. He did that, and that pissed a few people off. So, yeah. I've been very blunt today. I'd go into more of what was being talked about, but I don't want this to become some weird viral video where people point and laugh at the redhead wearing the Mardi Gras mask talking with a giant beanbag duck and a blanket for a cape about certain issues. So I'm just going to leave it at that. If you look at things I've said on Tumblr, I've said 2 things on Facebook, you'll know what I'm talking about. Very frustrated. I'm also kind of frustrated I got laughed at by a staffer today. In order to be able to look at my Tumblr, I had to do that call-in thing. I've already called this person once, last week, to talk to their staffers about passing on a message, but I did it again today. So I passed on my message, and the staffer actually laughed at me. And I almost got really mad and cussed him out, but I was being hung up on, so there wasn't really anything I could do. So I looked up, and I realized that the person I've been calling, the representative, is actually one of the many people who penned this bill. So that's why I got laughed at. I've been very exhausted lately. I did an earlier take where I really went into it, but I'm not really going to go into it because it takes forever to talk about. But basically I've been twitching, and the twitching overtaxes my muscles, which makes me unable to walk or knit or crochet or function as a human being without having Nick home, which is very frustrating. It's getting a little better as I'm more awake, and I ate something for my blood sugar, which was peanut butter M&Ms and regular Starburst. Yum. Halloween candy. Still good. It's almost gone. Took us almost a month to eat it. When I was little, it would have taken 2 weeks. I also got fat that way, though. I've also been really spacey. Like, I tried reading a little earlier, and that didn't work. And the other day, when I was, like, all conked out, it was Monday morning. Pardon me, it was Monday evening. I can't even remember what time it was. It was Monday evening. Nick started reading to me, or maybe it was Tuesday. I don't know. It was after one of the many problems that I had, and he decided reading to me might help calm me. So he was reading out of one of the books that he's been reading, just randomly reading some chapters and kind of explaining things. I was so spaced, I couldn't remember anything he said. I can't remember anything about that. I also don't remember any of these twitching episodes that I keep having. All I remember is panic. And I have a feeling that when I'm in those states, I'm freaking out because I won't remember it, and I realize I won't remember it, because there's also this weird sense of, like, not just panic in general, but like a specified, like, panic over what's going on. It's really weird. It's like my body is so stressed it doesn't want me physically knowing that I'm freaking out and, like, twitching and locking up. My joints will lock and it'll really overtax something. My body doesn't want me to know that. So it doesn't let me know that, apparently. It's kind of scary. I should probably see a doctor about it, but it's one of those situations where I can't afford to go see a doctor and tell them that, and them tell me, you're just stressed, you need to relax more. I already know I need to relax more. I'm stressed out a lot of stuff. But yeah, can't read. Can't even focus on video games. Not that I can play a lot of video games until this video card is replaced in our big computers. Apparently, the computer video card, the graphics card that they put in there is not compatible with the motherboard in the computer. So it works, but it like overheats and whatnot. So yeah. I also sent stuff to Mom. I think you've probably seen it by now, but I sent a link that Nick sent me of a couple different computers that he suggests. The one that's currently on sale, we don't know how long it's on sale for, but it's a pretty good deal for what it is, and he highly suggests that one. But any of them will work really well for you. And just remember that when you get this new computer, not to install Sims, and you can play WoW on it, but you have to have like a fan going, and you can only play it for small increments, so, if at all. So, yeah. But I'm gonna go now, because I look ridiculous. I mean, putting stuff on your head is a good thing to do, and you should try it. You know, you're not feeling good, put something on your head. See, stuff on my head. It does make you feel better, but I also look ridiculous. And I'm also really hot wearing this thing. But my PJs look ridiculous, so I'm not letting you see those. So. Alright, I'm gonna go. I love you. Sorry again. I'll try to behave myself from now on.